band on you. That he would put that nigga, he couldn't hold Ant down, bro. He had a band and shit. Hell no, that nigga limp. No, bro, no.
AJ, you literally text when that happened and said, "Damn, that looked like that hurt."
It did. It did. But they not see how this
But
nigga
not that
like,
way.
but they not see how nigga came back like in halftime and shit, running full speed and shit. Like, no, I ain't going for that.
But this is the NBA. This is Major League Sports. You feel me? We dealing with top level athletes. I ain't gonna say they shot his ankle up, but let's just say if ain't nothing really fucked up, there's ways to get you back on the court, especially when you a 23-year-old
like what
athletic freak.
Like what?
Nigga, we all know they got the Toradol shots, all the little weird shit they can put it. I ain't been in the locker room, but we know they have methods. And we also know that. I don't know that. I'm not even gonna say they did none of that. I think that it did hurt when it first happened. It's the same ankle he injured in the last round. He probably was feeling like, fuck, I fucked it up. And then once he got to the locker room and got to bouncing a little bit, he was like, man, I can play.
It's one. No. See, stop. We talking about two different damn things right now. It's one thing to be able to play. It's another thing to look like that right after you did that shit. Is what I'm speaking on. Like, it's like minutes later, because it's right before halftime. Soon they came, he was on the court while they was in the locker room and shit, and Brady was looking like nothing. Like nothing.
Bro,
happened.
sometimes shit look and feel worse than it be, bro. I don't want Brady to man up, but how many times have we seen it with LeBron? You said it. I've seen LeBron hold ankle turn back, and he fucking adjust his shoe and play. So it's like sometimes shit look worse than it be.
That ain't normal. We not bad act like
that. I seen Giannis fucking look like he ripped his shit off the bone. And came back the next fucking game and finished out the series and dropped the 50 feet for a
What's up? So what's the excuse then?
Hamstrings is tricky. I know excuse. Hamstrings is crazy.
Ankle?
Not hamstring lingers more than any other injury.
Hamstring's a motherfucker. Hamstring's definitely a motherfucker. You can't even touch your leg out. But shit, why we talking about everybody else bouncing fuck back? Why you can't bounce the fuck back? He got in the whole season.
I mean, he's suspected to bounce back. We just gotta stay in it. He'll be back
in a week or two. Y'all hope y'all have games for y'all.
I'm saying though, hamstring, them shits usually take a few weeks. So we're gonna get it together.
It ain't injured say 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That's a big ass gap. That don't make no damn sense. But hey, I don't know nigga about it. You said I ain't been called a liar, but all I'm saying that's some bullshit.
So he was pulling a LeBron. He was acting more hurt than he was. He was pulling a LeBron.
Say what now?
He was pulling a LeBron.
What's a LeBron?
You know the shit you be texting about, like why LeBron laying on the floor like he got shot. Why he rolling around all in the dirt?
That shit, get your bitch ass up. That shit pissing the fuck out. Like, all right, get your ass up.
Nah, I gotta be a bitch ass. That's crazy.
This shit, I don't be saying that. You just said I said it. So I used to nah, it's crazy. No, that's been the facts. LeBron he be bumping niggas, bump somebody. He on the goddamn ground. Like, LeBron,
I thought you said my bitch ass. Oh, so that was a bitch ass shit LeBron be doing.
I wouldn't call you a bitch ass.
Oh, I like that. Why I gotta be a bitch
ass? I started to let you know, but I was like, I'm gonna let.
Nah, I'm talking about Braun. I want to call you.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So you feel like Ant was doing that? He was exaggerating.
Yes. How I started, how I ended. Yeah. That nigga was bro, come on. What he was acting when it happened? Like, come on, bro. He sat there for a minute, holding this shit. You can see in his face, this shit look like it hurt him. He limped off and everything. Now he come back, the nigga holding him. He pulling the nigga and shit. Only got down one ankle and shit. That nigga dragging this nigga. How the fuck you just do that? It's one thing to be limping around to be able to play. Also, goddamn, what's the nigga name? Yo, boy, Isaiah Thomas shit. He limping around but still hooping ball. All right, cool. But nigga, you don't. He looked like he was 100% healthy. No problems. That's all I'm saying.
I just think that bro probably felt like it was worth what. We've seen Ant get hurt and pop up. I don't see him in a playoff game sitting there exaggerating the injury. I just don't.
I think it was some initial pain, like you said. I think it was some initial pain there, and he probably got in his head like, damn, not again. He did stay on the ground a little too long, for real, but
well, you can get initial pain from ankle injury, and that should just go away.
Yeah, I've wrote, and to Jeremiah's point, I'm not a top level athlete, But I've rolled my ankle before, especially in my younger years. Probably had to sit out for about 5 minutes, and I come right back.
But no, you came back. Was you 100%? Was you 100%? Like you didn't?
I was 100%. I used to shake back.
Shut the fuck up.
I used to shake back real fast.
He's
like to Jeremiah's point. He's 23. He's now.
I wouldn't give a fuck. You were 13. No, it don't happen like that.
All right, bro.
That's in my opinion.
All right.
So,
he put a Paul Pierce.
No, Paul Pierce had to take the shit. Paul Pierce had the shit.
He put a Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce had the shit.
He was in a wheelchair. That nigga a fool for that one.
Paul Pierce had to run.
The fuck out.
Paul Pierce had the runs, man. Man, just speaking of basketball stories real quick, bro. I watched All the Smoke. Shout out to Matt Barnes, Stat Jack. They interviewed Reggie Miller, and it just gave me a whole. I already had a whole bunch of respect for Reggie, but it just definitely enlightened shit. It gave me a whole different respect for Reggie. Like, shout out to Reggie Miller. He's one of the greatest basketball storytellers you can live. And he got the stories. He played Bird. He played against Isaiah and them. He played against Isaiah them Pistons, and he played against Ben Wallace them Pistons. Played against Jordan. Played against Shaq and Kobe in the finals. Like, he got stories. Like, he told one story about Kobe. Him and Kobe got to hitting in the finals. You know what I'm saying? So he like, Kobe's working out with me that whole off season. You know what I'm saying? Well, like 2 years before they met in the finals. And he's like, show me what Jordan do. He's like, I'm showing him moves. I'm showing him my moves. I'm showing him shit MJ do. And we'll fast forward to the finals. Shaq gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? Shaq fouls out. He's like, oh, we got this. We finna get this. And this little young motherfucker starts doing all the shit I taught him on me and everybody else. He was like, so I'm in his head. I'm talking shit. I'm like, well, go ahead and score, Kobe. That's all you care about. You just want your numbers. You're going to lose. Go ahead, get it. So he like, they get into it. He said, I truly believe in my heart, rest in peace, mama, that Kobe wanted a Jordan moment. Because he started talking like he wanted to fight me. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he seen me and Jordan throw hands several times. He's like, I felt like he wanted a Jordan moment. So after the game, we getting ready to leave. He started talking like, I'll beat your ass. He said, Kobe starts walking. He said, if he gets towards me, I'm taking off on his ass. You know what I'm saying? He said, you can see the video. They had the video. Kobe walks past down court. Reggie got there, square up, and Kobe swung first. So Reggie, like, he swings, weak ass punch. You see me, Reggie talking shit. He's like, I grab him. Where you going, Kobe? He's like, I tell you, see this? Look, we on the scorer's table.
He did on the scorer's table.
Yeah, it was on the scorer's table. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Reggie Miller, man. Definitely. I don't know if do y'all think he's underrated, properly rated?
When we talk about best shooting guards, we won't even mention Reggie. But he's in that top 10. I ain't gonna say 5. He in that top 10 though. Reggie, I didn't even realize he did play in multiple eras too. He's still no worse than the 3rd or 4th best shooter of all time. He really could be 2nd, depending on how you look at Clay. He probably properly rated. He don't get the recognition, but yeah, he's probably properly rated. If he played today though, oh my God.
What you think, AJ? Because we talk about best 2 guards a lot. I don't think I ever heard you bring up Reggie Miller.
Because rightfully so. Top 5.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, he's not over AR or Harden.
Let's play King of the Hill. Y'all know King of the Hill. Reggie Miller, Ray Allen. Oh well, King of the Hill is there, fellas. Damn, all right. We ain't even making it up to tears. Damn, we going Ray over. I'm going Reggie over Ray. I'm sorry. Reggie led teams deep and play like when the come on, walk as much you love the eras when niggas was playing. He was going in the garden. Yeah. I might be a little biased because I just watched it and watching him get his flowers from Stack and Matt Barnes. They did a great job. Like,
how about you? Hold on, are you talking about as a player or their careers?
Careers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ray Allen. Careers? Ray Allen. Now, if you want about like who can hoop, Ray Allen got rings, bro.
As a talent, as a player, it is definitely Ray Allen. But if you mean as a player,
Reggie took his team as the number 1 guy, way further than Reggie.
I would have to side with Jerry. I would have to change my mind and side with Jeremiah. He got me. It's not often I change my mind, everybody.
I mean, I'm not mad at Reggie. off the top of my head, if you had the top of my head, I'm gonna say Ray Allen. I'm not mad at the Reggie. I'm thinking about young Ray Allen too.
Yeah, with the Bucks. That's what I mean. As a talent, it's definitely Ray Allen.
Ray Allen that nigga was cold.
All together.
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Reggie was in the East when the East was the East, though.
Come on, man.
With the Bulls and
he was the Knicks with the Cavs, and he was the Pistons. He was giving them all work, bro. Like, and I do feel like that was their year, bro. The Malice in the Palace fucked them boys up. They had Rick Carlisle as a coach. They had Al Harrington. They had goddamn Jermaine O'Neal.
I was their coach, but I saw when
Rick Carlisle their coach.
When Steven Jackson apologized to him for that. That was real. Did you see that?
Come on, Ron Artest. You had Jamal Tinsley coming off the bench. But them boys and they had just beat the Pistons, who had came out the East the year before. Pistons beat them in the conference finals, and they was spanking them the new year because they had added Stack Jack, they had added goddamn Al Harrington, they had added like they was nasty.
Yeah,
but and we ain't got to start that too long, man. But Reggie Miller, Super Flowers, but like Reggie or Clay. I think you're gonna go Clay. I think I heard you say Clay.
It depends on what you talking about.
Yeah, because if we talking like
Reggie led a team. I'm with you on that.
Reggie led a team to finals and deep playoff.
When you put it like that, when you because leading a team, when you the guy, like that's a whole other responsibility.
Yeah, it's way different.
Yeah, because we can say Clay because Clay's a shooter and as a defender, but can Clay do what Reggie did? Is the question, and the answer is no.
We didn't see it. Yeah, exactly. So we got to say no because Clay been in the league, about 12, 13, 14 years? He's been in the league for a while. So and Reggie got moments. Clay got moments too, but Reggie got moments.
Like moments. Like that's what I'm saying. Watching him, but this nigga, all he missed was a ring. Like this nigga really had an illustrious career. Like Reggie Miller really had. Like when you see the people he was facing and the battles he was giving these niggas. And then like, come on, like he really had to like he was losing to Jordan. He never lost to nobody who I felt like he should have lost to. He lost to Jordan, he lost to Shaq and Kobe now. You know what I'm saying? But he was beating the Knicks. He had slid about to be like he
beat the Knicks. He beat them.
He beat the Knicks.
He beat them.
The Knicks beat them too. Like they went back and forth, but it ain't like he was just getting handed to him. Like he was there.
Yeah.
So
that's real.
But anyway, back to these playoffs, man. Since we already started talking about Ant-Man, Ant-Man had an injury late in the second quarter, came back in the third quarter, finished out the game. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I think he ended with about 20. Golden State had their chance. They cut the lead to 7 in the third quarter. Which then just prompted another Minnesota run. Minnesota ended up winning in a fairly hefty way. How y'all feel about last night's game in the series thus far?
I go. Last night, Golden State just could not maintain offense. They just could not. That's all it came down to. They couldn't maintain offense, and Timberwolves, they just picked it up in that second half. Which was fucked up because I definitely thought when they made that run that they was going to, like, I texted, like, hey, Ant was go down. So, Ant went there, he came back. They still, Golden State still did make some noise, but for this whole duration for the rest of the game, they couldn't sustain it. After a while, it obviously got sloppy. But the biggest thing, I'm taking your point, because you said it last night, all night, Jimmy Butler wasn't aggressive. Shaq said it too. Everybody wanted to see Jimmy at least take 20, 25 shots. He took 13, but he had more shots than him. And that should not be. When you know Draymond Green head mentally was out of it. I don't think he played 30 minutes. Did he? Yeah, Draymond Green played 29 minutes. He didn't play 30 minutes last night. You see what I'm saying? Like he's mentally out of it. Yeah, they need the Steph to come back. I agree with Charles Barkley. He need a goddamn raise. Okay, that shit go a whole lot different when he not on that goddamn floor. So for shit, like they need that boy back fast, and they don't want to make sure they don't put this up in a deep hole because Ant hasn't had an Ant game yet. He hasn't exploded yet. You see what I'm saying? So what's that man keeping afloat? But I ain't gonna hold you. Shout out to McDaniels. Like, he has came a long way offensively. Like, before, it was like he open, he hit it. Now it's like you get the nigga the ball, he gonna do something with it. Like, he can goddamn get his own shot off, make a move, get to the hole, floater, layup, shot. Like, he in the fin. I'm proud to see him play, bro. I ain't gonna. It's good watching Jack McDaniels, but watching McDaniels hoop, bro. He balling. He really balling. So I got Chipper winning the series because I know Steph. He might come back with game 5 or 6 or some shit like that. I don't see unless Draymond they play obviously to Draymond and shit like that maybe, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't see them coming back from this shit. I think Tim was gonna pull away after a while, and it's just gonna be with a 4-2, 5-1. I don't see 7. Hell no. Nah, no way. That's just me. That's my take.
Yeah, so I don't really know how to pronounce his name, so we just gonna call him Pods. You know what I'm talking about? Point guard.
Brandon Pajemski.
All right, I'm gonna say Pods. This old dude I follow on Twitter, he be calling him Pods, so I'm gonna call him Pods. But I'm gonna start with him. He was 4-9, 11 points. I think he had 6 rebounds, 6 assists. I just feel like if he only shoots 9 times, Jimmy Butler only shoots 13 times. Granted, Kuminga went 8 of 11. Kuminga showed up, and he missed some free throws. Kuminga showed up. We know how streaky he could be. The best 2 offensive players on this team is Jimmy and Pods. They combined for 22 shots. I don't remember which one of y'all said it last night. I think it was you, Jeremiah. If Jimmy doesn't shoot at least 20 times, that's a problem. My issue is he wasn't 1 of 13. Nigga, you was 6 of 13. That lets me know that you were actually efficient. You was getting what you wanted. Then you stop shooting at Pods. Let me tell you something. He catches the ball and he keeps pump faking. And I don't know, but when he shoots it, I think he went 2 of 2 from 3 last night, if I'm not mistaken. I think he went 2 of 2.
1 for 4. Pod?
Did he?
1 for 4.
What I see him go 2 for 2 on? Hold on. Oh, my bad. I was looking at free throws. My bad, y'all. My bad. But he got to, regardless, he got to stop with the pump face. There's no Steph out here. There's nobody coming to save you.
Let that bitch fly.
There's nobody you're about to pass the ball to, with the exception of Jimmy Butler and Buddy. I'll give Buddy some credit now. Nobody else you're passing the ball to has realistically a better chance of hitting the shot than you do. Same thing with Quentin Post. That's why I only played 3 minutes. Because it's like, bro, you're on the team to shoot, and you catch the ball and you pump fake it. No Steph, let that bitch fly. Like you just said, let it fly. As far as Minnesota goes, McDaniels is your type of player, AJ. So I'm not surprised that you said that. I feel like last year he was more of just like a catch and shoot, and he's probably gonna miss it, but he might make it. Now he really is putting that shit on the floor. What him and Julius Randle are doing on the offensive side of the ball is making all the difference. And shout out to what's his name? Alexander Walker.
Yeah.
He played big minutes last night. He played big minutes.
He made a lot of big shots.
He did. Like when Ant-Man went down, I really felt like that was a time where Golden State could have closed in, but he wouldn't let them. So I don't know if we asked how this series is gonna go. I don't think we did predictions. At the beginning of the series, I would have told you I had Golden State. Obviously now I got Minnesota, but I think it's still gonna be a long series. Because you said Ant-Man hasn't had a game yet, but I look at the way Golden State plays defense and I say, is he gonna have a game? It's not like, hold on, hear me out now. That's my guy. But it's not like Ant-Man is missing open shots. Ant-Man is doing that same shit I used to complain about with Luka. Ant-Man is driving to the lane, it's heavily contested, and he's missing layups, bro. He is. Game 1, Ant-Man only took.
You're playing every miss like Luka. Yeah. Every miss he's been playing it like Luka.
I think game 1, Ant-Man only took 5 threes. So I can't even say, man, he was just jacking up threes. He only took 5.
He was over 10 the first goddamn 10 shots. Last game.
Now that's not gonna happen.
Last game. He missed first 10 shots last game.
Yeah, and then he ended up 9 of 22, but we can't keep saying how many first half he gonna play like, because yesterday I think he only had 7 in the first half. So I don't know. And then he was doing that at home. Now he got to go on the road to Golden State. I still got Minnesota, but I think it's gonna be a longer series. I don't think it's gonna be 5. I think it's gonna be 6. I really want to say it's gonna be 7. And if Ant-Man has an Ant-Man game, I think it'll be in Game 7. Mainly because I don't want Golden State to go further.
Oh, they done. It's over.
Yeah, but
this shit over.
Yeah, and one more thing. Steve Kerr just mails it in too fast for me. Like, that lineup, I know we were in the chat yesterday when I was like, why Steve Kerr had his lineup on the floor. Not a single starter in the lineup. You trying to see what you got. You had a whole 82 games and a 7-game series. You know exactly what you have, bro. Stop playing.
Everybody played last game, too. Everybody played. It's only one player had a
I feel you, but you're not giving yourself a realistic – you're not going to be Ant-Man like that. No. I can see if this was the first round against the Rockets, I can spare 5 minutes. They young. You're not going to do that with the Wolves. They shutting down your starters. What you think the bench is going to give you a spark now? I think that timeout is over. Steve Kerr mailed that shit in the second quarter. When he put that lineup in, I know they started slow, but it was still at 1 point 29-15. Like, it was manageable. When he put 5 bench players in a playoff game in the second quarter, I'm like, yeah, you're going to take your game 1 win and go back home 1-1.
You said that too. When you seen that shit, you say you trying to get that 1-1 instead of going over.
Yeah, like, but why wouldn't you, like the Pacers and the Knicks? I'm trying to go up 2-0. Like you said, they got it down to 7. But let's see if we can tie this bitch up. Because if we go up 2-0, it's over.
But I don't. That's my thing. I don't think they can do anything with it because they called down to 7. They called that timeout, and the team was regrouped, and they took it. They took off.
No, you're right with that. My point is, in the second quarter, if you
I get what you said.
That's it. Maybe the league wouldn't have been as big. That's all I'm saying. My bad. You go ahead, Joe.
I mean, both of y'all right to a degree. That lineup was inexcusable. Like, I get Steve Kerr playing chess. I get that he's recognizing I'm gonna have to play the next few games without Steph, and I need to kind of get a look and see what's going on. I don't mind the lineup if you had like you got to have at least one starter out there. Throw that lineup out there with Jimmy or even with Buddy, something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then I'm not as upset at it. But there was like zero offensive weapon on the floor at that time. But AJ said something. I just agree with that part. As far as going, we can't sustain offense. We couldn't sustain offense last night. I don't think that it was just Minnesota saying hold my beer, boom, 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 and they just took off because we still played good defense when they started making that run. We cut it to 7. We were still playing good defense, but then we fucking missed like our next 4 or 5 shots, and it was just trash. And the one thing they started turning the ball over.
20 turnovers.
You can't turn the ball over without Steph Curry on the floor. I hate it when they do it when he on the floor. That's my biggest gripe about Golden State. That's been my biggest gripe throughout this entire dynasty. You feel me? Is the turnovers. You know what I'm saying? But you can overcome them, which they have a lot when you got 30. You not overcoming them fucking turnovers and it was terrible turnovers. Nick getting caught in the air. Like it was too much undecisiveness. Jimmy, when you get to the fucking cup, go up, bro. I'm so tired of seeing you get to the rim and pass out of it. Come on, Jimmy. Like, come on, Jimmy. You know, like I felt like that's what really did us in last night was just a lack of offensive firepower. I felt like they ran out of steam. They got into the 7 and they started turning the ball over, started missing shots. Because a lot of what led to that run was fast break points. If Golden State makes you play in half court, you're gonna have to work for them shots when they on. When they switching from zone to man, when you have to play half court basketball, but that's where they're great at defensively. But when they give you the ball and you got turnovers and shit like that, and you get in transition buckets, that's where the league gets out of control. And with no 30, they couldn't combat that. So it is what it is. I really think last night was actually a feather in the cap for Golden State. I feel good about that loss because I thought they was going to try to come OKC. How OKC did Denver and just was like, nah, fuck that. Game 1, y'all got us, but nah, not tonight. I thought they was going to come out. And even Shaq said at halftime on TNT, after your superstar gets called out, you kind of expect them to come and go have one of them crazy games. And he was slow. They was up, but I felt like last night was a good. It was a loss for Golden State, but I didn't feel discouraged. I thought they was gonna try to break their spirit last night, and they didn't, or they couldn't. You know what I'm saying? So I think we. So just my last point. Like I said, I got Warriors at 7. They go back to Golden State. They get the first one. They might split. They'll go to Minnesota. Minnesota will win Game 5, and then step back in Game 6. We get in the last 2. That's all I got.
I ain't gonna hold you. Kuminga need to average more than 18 minutes in this postseason for y'all to have a change.
He will. I think you still allowed him at home.
We need him this whole fucking series.
He will.
He said he was 8 for 11 last night, and he only played 26 minutes.
He can't start though. I didn't like him. I understood. No, he can't. I understood Steve Kerr started him to start the third, but he can't start because me and Watt was talking about this. He's a ball stopper. He's good. He's the one guy on the team who really can go ISO, but he's a ball stopper. And then that starting lineup where you already got Dre trying to set shit up, Jimmy in the low post. Like I like him coming off the bench because that's how I do it on 2K. I know on my 2K hoopers, I let F.A. Picasso. So I bring him off the bench because he's the one guy I can do pick and roll for and try to get a lane to the basket, try to goddamn get down here. So I don't like him in the starting lineup, but he should definitely be the leader of that second unit and get at least 20, 22 minutes.
No.
Both of y'all right.
Hell, 20.
I think it should be more than 20 to 22, but
he played 26 last night. He said that should be more than that.
Oh, damn.
You gotta remember the starters got pulled. AJ, the starters got pulled with like 6 minutes to go, like 5-6 minutes to go. So he probably would have been in that finishing lineup. So we gotta
5
more minutes. But I do agree that he can't start. But for me, he would be coming off that bench early, like how Lively comes in within like he came in with 3 minutes. Like Quinn Post started for 3 minutes, and then Kuminga came in.
You go off how the game's flowing. If the starters are in and they're up and the ball is moving and it's looking good, you let them rock. But the moment you see, hey, we struggling offensively, niggas ain't hitting shots, we need to spark. Hey, come on, Kuminga.
That's why he came in so early yesterday. But I agree. After like 4 and a half, maybe at like the 7-minute mark, I'm bringing Kuminga in. But he stops the ball, bro. He just like remember what I told y'all about Jaylen Brown. If he get the ball, nobody else is getting it. That's Kuminga. Go to state.
If he can make it, I don't give a fuck. Because they need something.
Minnesota doesn't allow people to go 8 of 11.
You know what I'm saying? And their Minnesota defenders too good for you to just go ISO play after play after play.
I get that, but you need something. And he's a decent offensive. He's an offensive threat.
We shot the. Look at the first quarter. No, the reason the shit got out of hands because we couldn't buy a bucket for the first 6 minutes. Those were open threes that we were clanking. Though we gonna hit some of those. We good. We good. We good.
Down within 7 with like 8 minutes to go in third quarter, 5 minutes in third quarter. That game was a winning.
And started turning the ball over.
The game was right there. I said he can't. The game was right there for the taking.
We gonna beat these boys, bro. They can't fuck with us. We gonna beat these boys, bro. They can't fuck with us.
I don't know. They called that timeout and they said
they can't fuck with us, bro. We played them 4 games without Jimmy Butler. We was 3-1. We played them in the playoffs basically without Steph. Won that one. They got their head back like no. We good. I'm not mad at. I think defensively they play into our hands, and I think we can defend these boys very good. Obviously, they're a good team. Great team. I fuck with Ant, but we got this. Steph will be back. Game 6 is all good. We got this.
My only thing with Steph coming back is we just acknowledged that hamstrings like to linger. So just because he comes back, don't mean he'll be 100%.
I agree with that.
That's why I'm picking Minnesota because I don't think he'll be 100%. If he's 100%, I'm with you. I got Warriors in 7, but you niggas know hamstrings linger. So yeah.
Let's get to the other series in the West, man. OKC got they lick back from their game 1 loss at home to Denver. I don't even remember where they beat them by 40, 50, 60. It was one of them OKC ass whoopers where everybody just hitting. They got great minutes from the other Jalen Williams, the half Asian one. He came in and added to the frustration of Joker. Joker was visibly frustrated. OKC gets the big win. How do y'all feel about that game in that series thus far?
You want to go?
I mean, I'm being quick. I ain't gonna be too long.
Okay.
This is gonna be an interesting series, but that game, that was a crazy game. Shit, Russ had the high with 18 points on that team.
Yep.
19. That's not gonna happen again. In this series, I believe this is gonna be a 7-game series. Who wins? I don't know. Because I ain't been against Joker, but I would love to see Shea take that next leap. He went MVP this year, take a team to the West, and give him a shot to see how they fare make the finals. I like the dog in him. I also like the dog in Joker too. I think them boys just gonna go at it. Who wins? I'm down to see the show. Because they got their ass whooped, but I don't see Joker going 6 for 16 on the 17 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. I don't see that happening no more for him in this series and shit like that. Hell, even Murray, he gonna shot about 9 times. Like I just don't see that for it to be for this be a trending thing. But I don't know who wins the series neither. I ain't gonna hold y'all. So we shall see. That's all I got for this series right now. I want to see this unfold some more.
Let me go, Wall. You can finish it off. This game was definitely an anomaly. Russ is not going to lead the team in scoring any other game in this series. Probably not the playoffs period. But shout out to Russ. Like we all know, one thing Russ ain't going to do is take his foot off the gas. That nigga is all gas, no break. So, that's what it was. OKC, they came out. They got high early. I give them credit for the game plan because they did seem to frustrate Joker. And there's only been a couple times that I've seen Joker frustrated. But to be quick, Denver bounced back. I got Denver winning game 3 at home. And I think game 4 becomes a must win for OKC. Because if Denver go up 3-1, this shit is over. But if OKC, game 4 is how I'm calling it. So if OKC win game 4, I think it'll go 7. And I picked the Clippers last series. I'm not picking against Joker in another game 7, even though that was some hardest shit, but we didn't got to get on that. That old news at that point. Everybody done fried them already. I still got Denver at 7. They'll bounce back.
Yeah. OKC really shot lights out. Like at one point, they were shooting like 67% from 3. And that wasn't just like the first 3 shots. That was like after like the first quarter. But to Jeremiah's point, nobody could miss. Like nobody was missing. Never seen a team frustrate Joker. Like Joker was visibly frustrated. Like personally though, I think it's because Michael Porter Jr. Christian Brown, right? He's supposed to be your slasher, right? Aaron Gordon is the man that sits in the dunker spot. Joker is the facilitator. Jamal Murray is a little bit of everything. What are we missing? Your sharpshooter, Michael Porter Jr. When he doesn't make shots, I think it allows, you know what I'm saying? People to
the crowd.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was the difference for them. Now, OKC was going to win regardless with the way they were shooting. They weren't losing regardless, but I think that's why Joker was so frustrated. Did y'all see it? Like, were y'all watching Joker? I never seen Joker look like that. And shout out to OKC for, getting the job done. They put so many bodies. They fouled Joker out, bro. Yeah. Last time we say Joker foul out, like they fouled Joker out. And it was, I think the 5th foul was BS, but those other fouls were legitimate fouls on him. They put all the pressure on Joker. And usually when you put pressure on Joker, he come through. Like, he fuck you up, but they put all the pressure on Joker and he couldn't do anything with it because they don't have any shooting. And their only shooters that they have, they can't afford to play them. Like Schroeder, however you say his name, who come out, you can't play him. You can't play him right now. Their rotation really only needs to be six players. So I'm also gonna go with Denver, but reluctantly. And I would agree, game 4 is what's gonna tell us about this series. It's gonna tell us the most about this series. I got Denver for sure in game 3. Denver is gonna go home and win game 3. If OKC wins game 4, we're going to 7. If Denver wins game 4, we're going to 6. And Denver's going to win 6. So I'm excited to see the series, but I would be real I'm real interested to see what the starting lineup is tomorrow. If it's me, I'm starting Russ.
I think and it's been reported, bro, like Joker be frustrated with Michael Porter Jr. a lot. Like a lot of the subliminal, not even subliminal, just the shit he say but don't put a name on it is targeted towards him. Like if guys don't if I have to tell you to bring energy, you don't need to play. And if guys missing shots, that they let their whole game go away. Like a lot of that is targeted at Michael Porter Jr. and he visibly frustrates Joker. Because if you look through the teammates, he's not talking about Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon never. He's not talking about Jamal Murray.
Definitely.
He's not talking about Christian Braun or Russ. He's talking about Michael Porter Jr. And he visibly frustrates Joker because his whole game is contingent on his jump shot. If that jumper is broke, he act like he can't rebound. None of that shit. Let that jumper be falling though. He good for 7-8 boards. But as soon as he broke, he's a no-show, man. And it's frustrating. I know that shit be pissing Joker off. Like he said, back in my country, you don't play with hard, you get fired, motherfucker. Like you get your ass shipped out. So, but to OKC's credit, what I will say, like about the foul out situation, they did show something. Like you can attack Joker, and attacking Joker, especially when you have a lot of guys that can do it. So, like you have a lot, like Shea can attack, Chet can come off the fucking the back door. Hardenstein can try to go bully a couple times. The Williams boys, like you got a lot of guys who can just attack. That's a strategy because even if you don't foul them out, you gotta work Joker defensively. You can't just chill in the post, box niggas out and grab rebound. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta work Joker defensively. Gotta make a move them puppies, jump up and down, contest, all of that, even if he's not fouling out. That's the best plan of attack. Because if you just launching threes on some Celtic shit, which we'll get into, and he just able to just box your ass out and grab 20 boards, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Yeah, so shout out to them for attacking them. Because they shot great, but then they just settled neither. They also attacked. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, so I guess the question is, man, can Shea lead this team to the Western Conference Finals? I mean, I just picked Denver at 7. Walk, I believe, just picked him at 7 as well.
But he can. I did pick Denver, but SGA absolutely can. Like I won't be surprised if they win. I'm picking Joker, but I won't be surprised if OKC wins.
Agreed. I agree. All right, let's move to the eastern side of things, man. Let's go to the east, man. We got 2 series that are 2-0, but not the way you would have expected them to be. We got the number 1 seed Cleveland Cavaliers down 2-0, Indiana Pacers. We got the defending champion Boston Celtics down 2-0 to the New York Knickerbockers. First off, I want to ask, which team do you think can climb out of this 2-0 hole? And what has impressed you the most about either team that has gained this 2-0 advantage?
I'll go real quick. Definitely got Boston being the team to come out this hole. What's the second part of that question?
Which team has impressed you the most getting this 2-0 advantage? Are you more impressed by the Pacers or more impressed by the Knicks getting this 2-0 start?
I want to say the Knicks, but I got it. I can't do homie like that. Tyrese Halliburton. Don't roll your eyes. I got to give homie credit because last year I was at his neck, but he wasn't aggressive and shit like that. I felt there were times where his team needed him to step up and be that guy, and I felt he did not deliver last in playoffs. That last game, bro, he was 3rd in shots. I think 2 of the players shot more shots than another player was 1 shot away from having time in shots. But for him to tell, like, say, we not losing this game, and to take that last shot, that was huge to me. I gotta give him that credit. That mean he learned a lot in this offseason. He with the Olympics team. I could tell he learned who he was and who he had to be, and he stepped to the plate, and that was huge for me. For him to be up against a team, Cleveland, they're a solid squad. They've been killing all year. So it's not he doing this against a worthy opponent. It's in a lesser tier opponent he's doing this up against. So for that and that reason only, I'm impressed by him. So therefore, I'm gonna give his team the credit and say I'm more impressed by them. But the Knicks, what they're doing is it's crazy.
Go up.
So I just want to say, for the next topic, I want to go first. We need to stop letting AJ go first. This nigga said everything I was gonna say. We were both at Tyrese's. Oh, obviously the Celtics have a better chance of climbing out the hole. And I think they will. I think the Celtics tied up in New York. But me and AJ were at Tyrese's neck last year for the same thing. I felt like I'm like, bro, you can get these threes off whenever you want. You can get to the paint and he shoots free throws good. So I'm like, why are you so willing to pass in the playoffs? I get it. The offense goes as he goes, but certain moments, down 7, up 7, they need you to get a bucket. So to see him do it, I gotta be more impressed with the Pacers. Also, but not by much though, because the Knicks have been blown out in both games. But I think the Knicks coming back just shows resilience. When realistically we know it's because Boston jacked up 100 threes in 2 games, right? About 100 threes in 2 games. So Boston ain't doing themselves no favors. Cleveland didn't really fall off. Indiana really went and took that shit. And like AJ said, usually we talk about the last 5 minutes. This nigga did that shit in the last 2 minutes. On defense, from the free throw line, threes, and an offensive rebound. Most niggas don't even chase their own free throws. He chased it, got it, dribbled it out. That is on the Pacers, though. You're supposed to press him right when he get that shit. You don't let him take a 3. If he can take anything, you let him take a 2. You don't let him take a 3. You don't let him take a 3. So I'm with AJ and Rick Carlisle. Like Rick Carlisle also like. Rick Carlisle, when he was in Dallas, our offense was potent, but he coached that defense too. But the Pacers don't even try to play defense. I don't care. I'm standing on that hill. The Pacers don't even try. Who's their defender? Nembhard? Donovan Mitchell went for 48. Like, they don't play. It's Halliburton, bro. It's Halliburton. We talk about niggas putting teams on their back. We saw that. Like Donovan Mitchell had 48, but down the stretch, you went 2 or 4 from the free throw line. If you're gonna miss free throws, miss them motherfuckers in the first. You can't miss them then. Halliburton didn't miss. I think he had 2 layups, but he did miss a free throw. But Nesmith got to put back. I think he made 3 free throws, 2 threes, and 2 layups. That's putting the team on your back. And if that's not exactly what he did, he had at least about 7 points in the last 2 minutes. So I'm with AJ. I'm more impressed by. Let's be honest, the Knicks are more impressive, but Halliburton doing that, and then the personal vendetta I had with him last year, I have to say Halliburton. Like, shout out. And he should absolutely be an all NBA now. I take that back. He should absolutely be all NBA. Absolutely. That was crazy.
I mean, I feel like if the question was who's been probably the most impressive player, it may be Halliburton. And shout out to Halliburton. I mean, I think we all had our criticism of him. I think the reason he was able to get that 3 off is because he's been so deadly getting to the cup to end games. Like he went past Giannis to send Milwaukee home with that layup when his daddy ran on the floor. Like he hit you with that little crossover, and he's been finishing with either hand with these layups. So it was
it's a 2-point game though.
It was not it was Max Strus was guarding him, and he pressed him at first, but then Halliburton gave him a move, and he was like, "Fuck, I can't let him get past me," which is crazy because you don't look that fast.
You can't let him get past this 2-point game.
Yeah, I get
situational.
I get it, but like. So shout out to Halliburton. Obviously, we all know the Knicks have the best opportunity to climb out of this hole. What Halliburton is doing has been phenomenal, but I'm gonna go with the Knicks as more impressive. For one, as great as Halliburton's performing, I gotta say something about all these injuries on Cleveland. Like I gotta like the Knicks are beating all them Celtics out there. Even Porzingis sick ass still out there playing minutes. You feel me? So they're beating the defending champs and they're walking them down. Now, however you want to put it, we can put it on the Celtics doing this, but they're executing late games against a team that even when their shots not falling, they're still supposed to be considered one of the best defensive teams. They still have perimeter defenders all around the floor, from Tatum to Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday. Like they're still supposed to not allow you to climb back in games when they're not shooting well. And the Knicks are just executing. Brunson having slow starts, but then finishing with 9 points in the fourth quarter. Shit like that. Like they're out executing them. And I am more impressed with the way they have went into Boston and taking care of business in the first two games than I am the Pacers on the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Like I said, I had to go with the Pacers because of my personal vendetta last year, but I would agree with that fourth quarter shit. Bridges had 14 points and got them all in the fourth quarter. And, a lot of people, he's not worth those picks. They won both games off of defensive stops.
And
so shout out to him.
And what nobody talks about neither is that was a coach's play. He allows Thibodeau to coach the way he want to coach, because guess who playing 48 minutes? Him, Josh Hart, all these niggas. Like, it allows Thibodeau to coach the way he want to coach, for good or bad. You got an Iron Man out there who can play 48 fucking minutes if need be. You know what I'm saying? Two of them now, along with Josh Hart. So, that's how you like to coach. So shout out to them, man. The Pacers, man, they just tough, bro. The Pacers, because you never know who it's gonna be. We giving credit to Halliburton, but any given night is Nembhard, is Nesmith, Siakam, Miles Turner. Like any given night is a couple of those guys that's coming along for the ride, that's doing their thing. So it's like, and Halliburton's been their closer, because Halliburton only had like 14 points or something like that going into the fourth, and they just going into the fourth, and then he closed them out. He had like 6-7 points in the fourth. Now you in with 21 and 8. It looked great. You feel me? So those guys are doing their job as well, man. And Rick Carlisle.
Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
No, that's it. Rick Carlisle.
Yeah, you made a great point about the others. Mathurin is coming off the bench and giving you a spark on both ends every single game. Nesmith, he's unconscious right now. Nembhard had 13 assists. Miles Turner led the team in scoring. Like it comes.
Siakam can lead them in scoring any given night.
Scoring any night.
Yeah. So like it's a system they got going on over there, but Halliburton ahead of the snake. Halliburton is a real point guard. He's a real point guard. You know what I'm saying? He's a real point guard.
Do the Kings regret that? Do the Kings regret that trade for Sabonis? Remember
for Sabonis, they definitely probably do now that they don't even have De'Aaron Fox no more. Because the reason they did it, because they didn't want 2 point guards. De'Aaron Fox. Yeah. I get it. They probably don't regret it. I mean, I get it. Like you thinking, because if you were grading the two at the time, anybody would have went with De'Aaron Fox over Halliburton. So, and then you trying to get a big. Sabonis has been great. Ain't like he came and been a buzz. Sabonis has been great. They just ain't won shit.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, but no, it's been good, man. It's crazy, man, because when we was texting prior to game 2 in the group chat, when we seen all the injuries, we was like, hey, Donovan Mitchell got to go crazy. Hey, Max Strus got to come through. Jared Allen got to come through. They did all of that and still lost. Donovan Mitchell gave you 50. Strus gave you 20. Jared Allen gave you 20. They did all this shit and still lost,
That's why I don't want to hear injuries for game 2. I don't want to hear nothing about injuries because the players you needed to step up, they stepped the fuck up. Now, if Siakam would have went off, I would have been like, okay, you could have used Evan Mobley. Siakam needed 11, 12. I don't want to hear Jared Allen. Miles Turner went off. Jared Allen was guarding him. So I don't really want to hear.
Nate Smith was 5 for 8 for the 3, bro.
He's shooting lights out.
He's shooting great right now. Yeah.
And Darius Garland has nothing for all 3 of them niggas better play tonight. Otherwise, they get swept.
They game time decisions.
Huh?
At least 2 of them play. You gotta get at least 2. You need at least you gotta get at least DeAndre Hunter and fucking Mobley. Mobley and one of them.
Garland is who you need.
Garland, yeah. But Garland seems to be out of it. Like I don't trust Garland, bro. I never trust DeAndre Hunter more than I trust Garland. Garland to give you a donut ass game when you least expect it, bro. Like when you need him the most, I just don't trust Garland.
They got nobody to check him. That's all I'm saying. But they gonna take advantage of him on defense for sure, though. Of Garland.
Especially if he right. What's his injury? It's a thumb injury or some shit. A toe injury. Yeah, they gonna abuse that boy defensively. That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, so Hunter do those. I'll give you that. DeAndre Hunter gonna play defense and offense.
What I'm saying, he gonna hit big shots. He's a run stopper. Like when the other team, like when the bench come in, whatever, the other team trying to go on runs. He's a run stopper. He's a get a bucket, get a stop, get a transition dunk,
rebound.
You know. But Ty Jerome got to shoot too.
Yeah,
gotta shoot.
He was trying to be a fucking point guard and shit.
Yeah, nah, you gotta shoot. Nah, bro.
They need all 3 of them because remember it's in Indiana tonight.
Nah, for sure.
They look like they had home advantage. Like the crowd was going crazy. Y'all lost twice.
Nah, for sure.
So we're gonna see.
Nah, definitely. Interesting so far, man. Very interesting thus far, man. For sure. Y'all been catching any WNBA action?
I ain't watch. I'm gonna watch when it starts. Well, when we come back, I'm gonna watch next in 2 weeks. I'm gonna watch that shit.
Season started already, or it's preseason?
It's preseason.
But I did, and this is the star power, Kayla Clark. They played. Who the fuck did they play? They played the overseas team, Spain,
Brazil.
And I stayed and watched that whole fucking shit. They played at her college. They played at Iowa. It was the Indiana Fever. They was playing. It was fun.
They whooped their ass. They beat them by like 50.
Aaliyah Boston is so beastie, bro. Aaliyah Boston can be a beast, bro. She's so nasty.
But she came from South Carolina.
Yeah.
They're going to the championship.
I didn't realize. You got Indiana going to the championship? Nah, I ain't got all that.
With the additions they made, Indiana going.
It's gonna be interesting. I didn't realize Haley Van Lith was in Chicago with Angel Reese.
Yeah.
I like that.
What page went?
She went to Dallas.
What
they gonna do down there?
Her and Enrique might be the best backcourt. They might be. You gotta look at the other backcourts. But Enrique is.
I don't know their other positions, but I know her and Enrique.
That's all you need to know. They got a center. They got Tierra McGowan. She tall as shit. They got a center. Oh, and Dejanay went there. Dejanay Carrington.
Yeah, okay.
She signed to Dallas, so they're not gonna win shit. But they're gonna be nice to watch. They ain't gonna win shit. Not a motherfucker.
No, man. So how y'all feel about these playoffs overall, man? NBA style. How y'all feeling?
Great. 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely impressed by this playoff run. It's gonna be interesting to see how the conference finals and the finals play out. There's gonna be some dog fights. I'm not expecting no bullshit series here on out. I ain't gonna hold you.
I don't think we had. Did we have any in the first round?
Bullshit.
Yeah, Memphis, and OKC was.
Oh yeah.
Even though y'all just figured him out though. He just had it together.
His team just won. But I feel like the other first round, even though like the Magic lost in 5, but some good games. Like
for sure.
Cleveland and Miami was not entertaining.
Lakers, Minnesota was some bullshit.
Those were entertaining games. Minnesota ain't blow them out for real today. Except game 1. That was some good games.
No, for sure.
Yeah, but they at home now.
No, for sure. Yeah, man. No mind. We ain't gotta do all that. No mind. Just we good, bro. We ain't even gonna bring it. We ain't gonna get on no Lakers shit, bro. We straight, bro.
Why not? Why not?
Cause they at home. You just said it.
AJ would not let you off the hook like this.
I'm a better person than him.
AJ opened up the show saying, talk about injuries and then saying what's Steph's excuse. And you gonna let him off the hook?
Man, what's LeBron limping off the court? Played the whole game. I ain't gonna take the bait. I ain't gonna take the bait.
Nah, keep going. You said he at home.
Nah, that nigga guided you down the goddamn path. You gonna gallop your ass down. He tried to get me. I need to crack a smile.
No, you don't have anything to say. Did you say Lakers in 5? You don't have anything to say.
Lakers in 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Lakers said they got their ass sent home in 5. They got their ass sent home in 5. That's crazy. That is crazy how that worked though. Everybody Lakers in 5, but them niggas really did lose in 5. That crazy. That crazy. Nah, that's that crazy. And that nigga though, that crazy. Y'all seen him walking through LA, all the fans and shit. He like, how y'all gonna be fucking with me? I just sent y'all nigga home. That shit was funny as hell.
He a nigga. Ain't that
Yeah, man. Y'all got anything else what y'all want to get into, man?
Pickens to the Cowboys.
Pickens to the Cowboys. Okay, that's a good one. Hate it, love it. How y'all feel about it?
It cool. It depends. It all depends what Dak do. I do believe Pickens was never like a solid number 1 receiver, so I think he would complement CD very well. So pick your poise between them two guys. It's gonna be very must see TV. It still follow how good Dak gonna be. You know what I'm saying? How throughout the whole duration of the season. That's what it come down to for me.
Football wise, I love it. Organizationally, I hate it.
Organizationally,
Pickens in the contract year, he already's temperamental. He already be feeling like he don't get targets and all this other shit like that. He used to be in the volume. I don't know, man. Organizationally, I hate it. And it's a saying, never buy a receiver Mike Tomlin is selling. They never work out for you wherever you go. Never buy a receiver Mike Tomlin is selling.
Mike Wallace, Claypool.
Claypool's out the league.
Deontay Johnson.
What's
the other nigga?
Only one that left and became a solid too is Emmanuel Sanders.
Who?
Emmanuel Sanders.
Facts.
Emmanuel Sanders is decent. He can play.
I was saying he the only one that worked out.
Who the other one for a minute? Kept smoking weed.
When he went to what's his name? To the Jets. Santonio Holmes. He was all right for the Jets.
He was older. He was cool. Yeah. He was solid.
Hey, B won a ring. Pesco. Yeah.
That was pre-Trump.
My bad.
Santonio Holmes might have been pre. No. Tomlin was the coach. Yeah.
They were Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But the premise of the statement is facts. Don't buy it.
Be careful, buyer beware when you buy a wide receiver from.
I really hope I'm right about this. I think having CD Lamb on that team helps that for him. I think he has something to look up to, somebody who he want to be like. You know what I'm saying? Far wise, the money and status and all that shit. Like,
okay, the money and shit.
You want that?
Hey, big bro, like no.
I don't know big bro type shit, but somebody like it's somebody that receiver room that you can connect with.
He definitely don't feel. Pickens feel like he better than CD Lamb. He definitely don't feel like that's big bro. Them niggas about the same age.
No. Now he said that's not big bro, but somebody you can fuck with. CD got the bag.
The money and
he just got his bag. He like, I'm trying to get mine. CD just got paid last year. They 1 year apart. That's all the more reason for me to want the ball. I gotta prove my production.
Yeah, you got the but you can't walk in there with that I'm the man type energy because that's not gonna fly. You already know. We already got a top receiver.
You can't do it. Will he do it?
You on a contract year.
You're
not about to come in acting crazy. You're gonna be able to get all the passes and everything.
You willing to bet on that? You willing to bet that Pickens gonna go in there and be a model citizen and just okay?
Yes.
If he not, it's gonna hurt himself.
I agree. We see niggas self-destruct do that all the time.
Well, if he do that, it's on him.
It's not. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
All I'm saying, I don't see him being in that situation where nigga I can't eat. I'm in Dallas. In Dallas Cowboys market. You guys see the you guys probably can build with. You guys probably say, yeah, I know Dak built some bullshit. And say him spaz like nigga, I know Dak's some bullshit. I deal with this shit too. So calm down, relax, let's figure this shit out type shit. Cause see, he is spaz too. They know what's going on. It's somebody he can connect with. Versus being like a coach.
I'm gonna be optimistic. All right, you got it. I'm gonna be optimistic. I'm gonna be optimistic, and I'm gonna be optimistic.
I didn't see if he got his bag already and then got traded. And they're like, oh, best to fuck it off. But you want that money. You don't want to act ass and not get paid, and now people don't want. Then you'll get way less than what you think you value that because your attitude. If he shoots up in the foot, that's dumb shit. I ain't hold you. That's
dumb, bro.
And it's gonna be wide open because you got CeeDee Lamb. They're gonna force him.
I think
he's gonna get his targets.
I hope he be cool. I hope he be cool. I hope he be cool.
Yeah. I mean,
because like I said, and the reason I'll be optimistic is because football wise, I do love it. Because CD operates best in the slot, and now you got Pickens who can line up on the outside, so they're not clashing with each other. So it could be very dope. You feel me? If they get together, so.
Dak is going to give him the ball. That's one thing that we can't say about Dak. Dak spreads the fucking ball to everybody. Yeah. So I don't think he'll have a reason to act out. I'm with you, Jeremiah. If they give him any fucking reason, he gonna show his ass, regardless of it being his contract year. But Dak spreads the ball to everybody. Michael Gallup has a 1,000-yard season. Yeah, so
and they're still not gonna have no running game. The offensive line is still desolate. They still don't have no backs.
They picked up the Jalen Carter stopper.
Didn't they? That was so
the stupid. One the nigga who Jalen Carter ate on in college.
Yeah, like I saw that.
He gave all them sets. All the sets he gave to Jalen Carter. But
Jalen Carter.
But luckily they only got to play them twice. So if you can win the other 15 games, maybe you can stop somebody.
They did get a running back in the draft though. So
that division gonna be talking about some stuff with the Giants for real. That division gonna be all right.
So I've seen people saying this, and we can say this real quick. Let's see. Is that division have the best wide receivers in it? The NFC East. You got Philly with AJ Brown and Devontae. Commanders got Debo, McLaurin, Cowboys Pickens and Lamb, and then Washington. I mean, and the Giants got Malik Neighbors.
Absolutely. We don't even have to think about it.
I think the only one that's comparable is the NFC North. Amon St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Justin Jefferson. What's the boy with Jefferson? I can't think of my boy. He good. Start with an A. Jordan Addison with Jefferson. And then Green Bay just got an assortment. Watson, Reed.
I like Watson stay hurt, but
and then Chicago with DJ Moore, Odunze, Keenan Allen.
They just drafted another receiver too.
They did just draft him. That's the one to me that I'm like, because the top flight talent. I mean, because Justin Jefferson, St. Brown, you know what I'm saying? Them two alone. Because AJ Brown, CeeDee Lamb.
That's they right there with, and then you have
AJ Brown, CeeDee Lamb, and then it's like Devontae
and Pickens,
and Jameson Williams and Addison. I like that Williams though. That's speed. Now when he ain't doing some bullshit, Jameson Williams.
Bro.
All right, when he ain't on no bullshit, he nasty, man. It's interesting though, but it'll probably go to the south. To the east. It'll probably go to the NFC.
Definitely not the fucking south.
Yeah. No. The AFC South is interesting a little bit. Brian Thomas Jr., Travis Hunter, Tank Dell, Nico Collins. You got Pittman Jr. and them boys over there with the Colts. Yeah, and then who Tennessee got? They got Ridley still. That's about it. Yeah.
That's all right. The Texans really in the Jags.
Really can play them really fine.
But it's just him, like he wouldn't compare it to them. Yeah.
Really can play.
But Brian Thomas Jr. could definitely emerge himself to some all pro levels, he can have some crazy numbers because I think they're gonna air it out.
They have to. Have
he can easily have 1,500 yards, 12 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
He's that type of talent.
Agreed.
I'm excited, man. Football season, man. It's like I can't allow myself to get too excited because kids ain't even got out of school yet. I gotta wait for them to get back in school for a nigga to get it started. Right. Summer break ain't even started yet. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be here for all the coverage of it, though, man. All the NFL coverage forever. Y'all got anything else for the people?
Nah, that's about it for me.
For sure. Well, we signing out, man. Ball forever. We got breaking news. Nah, I ain't talking about shit. Signing out, ball forever.
All right, y'all.